This is Eagle News for Monday, March 22nd, 2021. I'm Chris Wright in Washington. DHS Chief Alejandro Mayorkas said the border is closed, but DHS expanded the number of entry points for illegal aliens and ended long-term detention of alien families. 2,000 illegal aliens were captured in the Rio Grande section on Thursday last week alone. A federal prosecutor in North Carolina charged 24 more people with voter fraud, 2 for unlawful voting, and 15 for falsely claiming U.S. citizenship to register to vote. FBI Director Christopher Wray said the massage parlor shootings near Atlanta do not appear to be racially motivated. 1,637 deaths occurred after COVID-19 vaccinations, according to official CDC numbers. An 8th woman has stepped forward to accuse New York Governor Andrew Cuomo of sexual harassment. Speculation is growing former President Trump will start a new social media platform instead of returning to Facebook and Twitter. Those are the top stories, details in the links below. Now for the Daily Skirmish. All of a sudden, stories about hate crimes against Asians are everywhere. I get suspicious whenever I see an orchestrated campaign like this. My suspicions are informed by Bernard Goldberg's books. He is a former CBS newsman who wrote entire books about special interest groups concocting phony statistics and the press slurping them up to advance a narrative. They did it with the homeless and heterosexual AIDS, misportraying both problems as far bigger than they actually were. Now the same thing is apparently happening with hate crimes against Asians. A politician in Georgia is citing statistics the Stop AAPI hate advocacy group put out to the effect that 3,795 hate incidents against Asians were recorded in the last year, a 30-fold increase. Stop and ask yourself a question. A 30-fold increase in 1 year, does that sound plausible to you? Not to me, so let's take a closer look at these so-called statistics this special interest group provided. The special interest group inflated its statistics by including incidents that were not actual attacks, like discrimination, harassment, and child bullying. Another problem is that this is all self-reported and accepted at face value without any vetting. Here we go again, and the press just eats it up without any questions because it fits the narrative that America is a horrible, rotten place and getting worse ever since Donald Trump talked about the China virus. According to official FBI statistics for 2019, the most recent year available, almost half of all hate crime incidents based on race or ethnicity were against blacks. Hate crimes against whites were next most frequent, followed by those against Hispanics. Trailing far behind in 4th place were hate crimes against Asians. The numbers work out to about 1 hate crime against Asians every other day, so it's not surprising the media can keep finding fresh stories of hate crimes against Asians to write about on a daily basis. And it may be that hate crimes against Asians really are increasing in recent months, but the point remains the same. There are far more hate crimes against blacks, whites, and Hispanics. Why isn't anyone up in arms about that? Meanwhile, here's the good news about race that doesn't get widely reported because it doesn't fit the narrative. 7 of the wealthiest 8 ethnic groups in the U.S. today are populations of color. Indian Americans have almost double the median white household income. Asians, got it? Black immigrant groups like Nigerians, Ghanaians, and Guyanese are well above the white median income. Only in America. Remember these things when you see Joe Biden and Kamala Harris rushing down to Atlanta to capitalize on the shootings and moan about how horrible hate crimes against Asians are. They must not have heard FBI Director Christopher Wray say there does not appear to be anything racially motivated about those crimes. Kamala the Chameleon is back to being Asian for a few days instead of black. Their trip to Atlanta was a higher priority than the crisis their administration caused at the border, where Joe says he might visit at some point. Thanks, Joe. You're a big help. All this is opportunism and political theater, fed by a phony narrative backed by phony statistics. Am I in favor of hate crimes and murder? No, and don't try to twist my words. All I'm saying is let's not lose our perspective, and let's not get sucked in by orchestrated special interest campaigns or political theater as performed by people who have been winning Academy Awards for it for years. See you next time. I'm Chris Wright in Washington.